Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you some tips for creating pathways in your garden between your raised beds or in your in-ground gardens. Now, if you're like me, you tend to pack as much as you can into your space, forgetting that plants need room to breathe and we also need room to access our vegetables. So pathways can serve a couple of different purposes, both for functionality and for beauty. And I'm going to give you some tips today on how to create just that in your garden space. Pathways serve a dual purpose in your garden, both for functionality and add to the overall beauty and aesthetics of your garden. They allow you to easily access, care for your plants, and harvest them. And at the same time, they provide a structure to your garden and also allow room for your plants to breathe. Pathways also create a tremendous beauty in the garden. So plant what you love along your pathways, your favorite flowers, favorite vegetables, maybe a birdhouse or two. Here's one of my favorite spots to sit in the morning with the flowers and the tomatoes with a cup of coffee. Just look around the garden, enjoy the pollinators, see what I have to harvest for the day, and the pathway gives me the space to be able to do that. The ideal width between pathways is anywhere between 2 to 4 feet. It allows you access to your vegetables in between your raised beds or containers, but you can go as small as 12 inches if space is limited, or as wide as 4 to 6 feet if you need to bring in a truck to unload soil or mulch. So just customize the width of your pathways to your specific situation. Before creating your beautiful pathway, it's really important to get rid of the weeds. Now, because we've had tons of rain here in Southern California, the weeds are going crazy this year, and this spot is absolutely filled with weeds. Now, we're working with Bonide on this video, and I've been using Captain Jack's Dead Weed Brew to get rid of all the weeds in my garden pathways. It's approved for organic gardening. The nice thing is it works really fast within hours or days, works faster in hot, dry weather. You just mix the concentrate with water, spray on the weeds, and in a few days the weeds will die and you can pull them out and create your beautiful pathway. 2 days later, the Dead Weed Brew has done its job. The weeds are dead. It's time to clear them out so we can create our beautiful garden pathway here. What a difference. All the weeds are out. The pathway is ready for action here. Now let's talk about what to edge your pathways with. You have a couple of options. Here I just stacked up a couple layers of flagstones. You can use bender board, bricks, or stones, but you do want it to be just a little bit taller than your pathway so it contains the materials that you're going to put in the middle of your pathway. They don't spill over into your garden bed next door. If possible, level out your pathway as much as you can. Here we're on a hill, so we do have a slight slope to the pathway, which is perfectly okay too. As far as what to line your pathways with, really the sky's the limit here. You can use bricks, pavers, pea gravel. I prefer cedar mulch because it's natural and it's naturally pest resistant as well. And I think it just looks so pretty in the garden, and it also smells absolutely wonderful. So I've got a bag here that I'm just going to dump out on my pathway and spread out the cedar mulch. Whatever you're lining your pathway with, you definitely want it to be about 2 to 3 inches thick. So the underneath part, the dirt, the soil doesn't show through, and it really helps smother the weeds as well. The other benefit of cedar wood chips is it's readily accessible and it's quite inexpensive. You can grab it bagged at your local garden center, or there are a lot of places also that you can buy it in bulk from a local landscape company. Well, I'm really loving how this garden pathway turns out. What a huge difference, pulling out the weeds, adding the wood chips, adding the flagstone as a little edging, enjoying the flowers, enjoying the beauty of the garden. Comment below, let me know if you're going to be creating some beautiful and functional garden pathways in your garden and how you're going to be creating them. Head over to CaliKimGardeningHome.com, get 20% off with the code FLOWER, all my seed collections, books, garden kits, and CaliKim Smart Pots, and grab a June subscription box. With the code Summer Salad Station, you get $7 off with that code. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.